Welcome back to another episode of the Crypto Serpent, and we have so much to cover in today's video. And if you do like the videos, hit the like and subscribe button. Thank you all so much for the amazing support that you show this channel every single day. And check out what I got for you to kick off today's discussion, and that is that the XRP's price can go boatload higher, veteran analyst Peter Branded says. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to kick things off today with a little snippet of this 3-minute interview that was conducted. Let's hear what he has to say, because I know, when it comes to cryptocurrency and, who do I trust and who do I listen to when it comes to some solid advice, these analysts, these experts is really something that, when they speak, they make sure that they're well researched before they say a single word. So let's hear what he had to say.
The judge basically gave them, said, okay, go ahead, take a look, see what you can find.
So Nick, obviously Ripple's going to be looking at what they said about XRP, but we're also going to see what they said about Bitcoin and Ether. So will that in any way shape how the public views regulatory actions in the future or in the near future? Is that something that people are really looking out for, or are we just kind of like, all right, well, we kind of know what they're going to say about Bitcoin and Ether anyway?
Yeah, I'm not sure. It's because, Bitcoin and Ether have been treated as not securities for quite a while. You have derivative products on both. And I think, really, if anything, if these documents are made public, what people might be able to glean is, they might be able to treat it as, not official guidance, but maybe informal guidance for future projects. Say, okay, well, Bitcoin did this, Ether did this. If this project kind of echoes these footsteps, maybe, sort of, possibly, it's going to be okay. They're not going to have to worry about like securities laws. Obviously, this is not legal advice or anything. Please talk to a lawyer if you're going to try and do this. That would be a good idea.
Nick, what do you make of the Coinbase earnings? What's notable there?
Yeah, so Coinbase apparently had a very good first quarter this year. They've gone up to 6.1 million active users, they said, 1.8 billion in revenue at the end of the first quarter of 2021. They've basically said that they've grown on, all levels. They have more users, they have more revenue, they have, I think, between 730 million and $800 million of net income. So yeah, just overall a very good, solid financial first quarter.
All right. Thank you, Nick, for the update.
Thank you.
So there you have it. And from it's really, really exciting to hear when these analysts, when they speak so good about particular projects and in XRP's case. And so the reason why I wanted to leave that particular part about Coinbase, because the Coinbase IPO is about to happen, and that's going to be really, really good for the entire crypto system. And so the analyst goes on in this article, and I will put this as a link so you guys can check it out as well. He talks about why, from a technical point of view, the XRP price is now set to explode. And so Ripple getting a hand of those documents is extremely bullish and an extremely exciting thing to see. So if we look at today, we're sitting at about $1.06. And, it's been as high as $1.10. So we're not too far away already today from the previous all-time high, but the previous high that we've experienced. So very, very exciting times ahead, and as we push forward at the time of making this video, of course. So the legal battle is well and truly hotting up. There is absolutely no doubt that you can feel it in the air, and you can feel it by the price of XRP right now, that this legal battle is hotting up, and I believe we're going to settle. And I've said this for now probably a good month and a half on this channel, that I cannot see SEC taking the risk of having a loss under their belt. So a settlement is most likely the best outcome for the SEC, because going right through to the end of this trial would probably be until March 2022. And I don't think both parties want to see that. And I mean, as a consumer, as a user of Ripple, and as someone who's been involved with Ripple now in the XRP token for a while, I don't think any of us want to see this drag on for too much longer. But let me know in the comments below, what do you think? Do you think it's going to settle? Do you think we're going to be waiting a while? Do you think we're going to go all the way to March 2022 to get this? But let's look at the charts, because this is the exciting part of today. It's great to hear analysts, it's great to hear experts, but I mean, check this out. This cup and handles that are forming are just so inviting. It's just so exciting to see this happen, because once we break out of this is a very bullish signal. For those of you that don't understand, it's very bullish what's happening right there. And we got Irken on Twitter mentioning about what he thinks. So he reckons that this week we're going to finish at $1.38. Then the all-time high in a month's time, or $4.37, followed by a second all-time high at $5.89, $8.35, and then Q3 of 2021 at $10. Of course, he mentions, it's not financial advice, but we all can sense in the air what is happening and just how bullish. Now, we know that Ripple in 2017 was the last to pump and the hardest. And so I'm going to share that with you, what would happen should we see a repeat of 2017. And it is extremely exciting. So around the world, all the XRP analysts or people that have been involved for a very, very long time can see what's about to happen. And so the next target is $1.50 and then $2.35, and this, like I mentioned, this is a very bullish technical formation. The other thing as well is that to look at, what's happened here is that it has well and truly broken out of this gigantic triangle formation. And so we are set for $1.25 is the next stop, and then followed to, beyond, I do believe that we are going to see $2.50 in the not too distant future. Now, it's not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. But again, I just want you to know that based on my research, these are the points that I'm looking at. But before we get to $2.50, we got to get to $1.40. And so I think the next stop after 120, the 125, the next stop is $1.40. And we're going to be sitting around that, just for a little bit before we push forward for more. Now, I want to show you, this is a chart which has been overlaid with 2017. And so this is what occurred back in 2017. And you can see the correlation with, it's almost following it identical. So based on that, if we follow this exact chart today, in the next 24 hours or, 48 hours, we would be at $1.20 at the very least before we push forward. And by 3 days from now, we would be sitting at $2.20 USD. So we're going to keep a very, very close eye on this and to see if it is indeed going to follow the exact pattern of 2017, which would be incredible. So back up a little bit on what we're going through and where we are and what's happening. So I think from here, the next stop, like I mentioned, is $1.20, $1.30, followed by some resistance at that 138. We're going to retrace back, push forward to $1.73. Then from $2.73, the next bounce from that will be $2, $2.09, $2.10 approximately, before we make that final push and push for $3.33, which is the price that XRP touched only for a little bit before, going back down to $2.50 and then crashing and burning in 2017. So that's where I think we're going. This is where I think we are. And it's so exciting to see this happen. And it's, we're here, even though we're in a, still with a lawsuit pending, these things are just days away from occurring. And so from why do I think this is going to happen is, we're now into this new gigantic formation for XRP. And so, yeah, that's where the next stop is, that $2.20, $2.40 range, which will occur in April. So we're not talking about May here. We're talking about $2, $2.20 happening in April. I just wanted to clarify that. And if we follow the trend of 2017, a fifth wave would be at 400 USD dollars. Now, I just want to make sure on the channel that you're not making your decisions based on XRP becoming a $400 XRP. What I want to say is that, you know, the history can repeat itself and sometimes it does happen, but I don't see us going anywhere near that anytime soon. And if you have evidence or if you believe that a $400 XRP is realistic in 2021 or even 2022, then I do want you to comment below your thoughts on why that is the case. I think where we are today is exciting. I think $2.20 is around the corner, followed by some consolidation, pushing to 5 to 8 to 10. I see these things being realistic in the way that they can occur. But a $400 XRP, in my mind at the moment, is not realistic. And I just want to be open and explain that to you. Do not make your decisions based on, oh yeah, I'm just going to hold it until it gets to 400, because I can't see that happening. But I do want your feedback in the comments below if you do think it's going to happen. So if you learned something new today, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Thank you all so very much for everything that you do for this channel, and I look forward to see you on the next one.